Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. My name's Dennis. Today's video is going to be a XL monitor. It's called the XL2411P. Yeah, I gotta look at it because who remembers the names of these monitors anymore? Basically, it's a new 24-inch eSports gaming monitor from BenQ. So we're going to get it out of the box, we're going to have a look at it, we're going to put it to its paces and see how well it performs. And it's got a lot more functionality, it's got a lot more features than a lot of the monitors I've had before. So let's have a look. So here's our first look at our monitor. As you can see, it says on here, XL monitor for eSports XL2411P or 2411P. Pretty big box, obviously from BenQ. Meant to open from here, so I'm going to lay it down and we're going to cut that open. Okay, so we open it up here. Everything always seems bigger when it's in a box, doesn't it? Okay. Have a first look inside. So we have software that comes with it, a manual, how to set up instructions, all that kind of good stuff. We have, I'm assuming, probably an HDMI cable. We'll have a look at that in a second. Well, let's have a look now. Okay, so open it up and it is a DisplayPort cable, all right? Because this has DisplayPort, DVI, and HDMI. So we're going to get it out and see what else comes in here. Of course, we have our base plate, which is what this is here. Okay, and let's get to the meat and potatoes of this thing. What else have we got? Oh, okay, we have another cable, so that's your power cable. And now we'll have our first look inside. So, nicely protected. And of course, this is our stand. It is height adjustable. Okay, and I'll show you that later. Has a little thing here that says take this off, so we'll do that after, once we get it out. So I'm going to get it out, and then we'll show it to you here. Okay, now we've got it out of the box. We're going to look, you can see here, you got your HDMI, your DVI-D, and your DisplayPort connectors. There's no VGA, newer monitor, those things are kind of gone. And of course on this side we have our power, and this is where our base plate is going to go, our stand. Okay, it simply goes on, it's going to fit right over, nothing to it. Push it in. It's got a little screw on the back here. I'm going to turn it so you can see that. Okay, and this just fastens on. Okay, flip it down, you're ready to go. Now this does rotate, and I'll show you that here in a second. Okay, so I'm going to stand it up on its plate, which is always better. You can see how it stands like that. Okay, so I had to pause it for a second there because I wasn't sure. I thought maybe I was forcing it too much. But don't be afraid, it does move. It's pretty sturdy. Okay, so what's on here, what you want to do is push this here. You push it in, and then you're going to be able to lift it up. So I do suggest doing that before you try and turn this. So if you try and turn it, you should turn just like so. Okay, pretty simple, pretty easy. And you turn it around. You can adjust it this way, that way, adjust the height. Okay, it locks back in place. Then you can move it up or down, and again, lift it up if you want to rotate it. Okay, we're going to go through our menus here in a minute. First, it has a headphone jack on the right hand side, rather left hand side. And all our connectors are down here. So easiest way, push on the button, lift it up, so you can see it better. So we have our HDMI, DVI-D, and DisplayPort. So plugging it in, just line up your cable. Check that your cable goes the same way as what it is in here. Once you line it up, it goes in. It's got a little tab here, so when you go to take it out, don't forget you have to push in on that tab to pull it back out. So that's just to make sure it doesn't come loose when you're using it. Same thing with power, line it up, and just push it up and you're done. That's our cables. And then you can put it back down or put it up, whatever you want for your height. And it'll lock in place. So again, push in here and it comes up. So however you want to do it. For your cables, you can lock them in place here. Same thing with this cable. And that'll help tidy it up. We're going to get this, hook it up, and then we're going to go over some more of the details. Okay, so when you first start it up, you're going to get the default picture mode is Echo, which helps save power. So follow the on-screen instructions to change the mode or exit the settings menu. So we'll push this button here to continue. And it gives us all our different options. So, of course, we're going to start with the arrow key. Okay, so I'm just going to zoom in so you can see that. Okay, so we'll have a look at our menus here. Okay, it times out after a couple seconds. So you've got different menus. I've got this one here for your color vibrance. You can go up or down. And again, we'll go back. And next one over is the black equalizer. So I'm not going to go into detail on that. You're going to have to play with that on your own when you want to experience it. But basically what it is when there are dark shadows in your game, it helps you to see the enemy when he's hiding in the shadows better. Okay, and of course this is our menu. It brings everything back that we had originally. So you've got your down arrows and cross arrows here. So let's go have a look at picture. Let's go across. We can adjust our brightness and our contrast. It has a low blue light, and there's our black equalizer. So you want to go and get more into that. We'll go over and let's have a look. So it just allows you to change the brightness or darkness so you can decide which one works for you. If there's blurring, yes, oh, we're going to go back. Okay, blur reduction is on or off. Right now it's set it off. I'll play with that some more and determine which one I want it to be. And your hues, color vibrance. You can reset your color, yes or no. AMI is set at high. Your instant mode is on, and sharpness is pretty much right in the middle. So they probably have set that to where they want it to be in the first place. So we're just going to close out of here, go back, and bring up our menu again. And of course, now we'll go down and have a look. The advanced features, so you can see it over here. Picture mode, dynamic contrast, overscan, which is off by default. Display mode. So this is where you can set how you want to look. Right now it's set at full. So you can go down. Okay, so we're going to go down here. So each time you click it, it goes down to a different setting. See, it takes a couple seconds before it goes in and displays. And we're going to leave it at full. You can play with it, see which one works for you. And we are going to go back and go down to Smart Focus. Oh, sorry. So you have your vertical, horizontal positioning, and scaling. So we're going to go all the way back here. And go down to our save settings. So you can set up a gamer 1, 2, or 3. So whatever works for you best in gaming. It has audio, so you can change your volume to mute it or have audio on it, and system settings. So there's just too much on here for me to really get quite into, but I do want to just quickly go down and show you. So right now it's set at display mode. So right now it's the input is set at display port. Okay, you can have DVI or HDMI, and all your different settings and display time, custom keys. You can have it auto power off after 10, 20, or 30 minutes if you wish. HDMI auto switch. Resolution notice, so if it changes, it'll tell you information about your monitor. So right now, current resolution is 1080p at 60. You can have optimal. Let's go across and have a look. Let's see what it gives us. If it lets me. It doesn't seem to want to let me. I don't know why that is. I guess it just automatically defaults. Okay, so let's go into a game here and check it out. We're going to try another game after this, of course. But look at the different, how the details are. I hope that you're seeing the same as me. Very clear. Like, let's walk right up to the old guard. He didn't like it. But you can see every detail, how shiny everything is. We're going to go to a different game. But anyway, you can see clarity, how you can use the black equalizer to brighten everything up. Now, somebody told me, actually, was that it wasn't good for watching movies. Well, I watched Netflix on this for probably about 2 hours. I thought it looked pretty
darn good. So let's go and get another game. Okay, so here we got all our different colors. You got a lot of whites and blacks, so you can definitely see the differences here. This game is usually quite dark, so something to keep in mind. All right, it's that equalizer definitely makes a difference. Okay, so we're in the game called Dishonored 2. So we're just gonna look at some of the colors and go from there. So it's got a lot of darkness, a lot of different hues to the water, and I thought it might be a good thing to look at. So it's too far away. Okay, fine. Now I've got the sound off. That's why you can't hear anything in the game. Just so that I could just show you the colors itself. I have what's called black equalizer set at 10, and you can set the settings in the game as well. All right. I'm not getting any go motion blur or anything like that, except for my mouse, of course, because I'm having issues. But anyhow, um, but when you do the colors, everything like that, it looks pretty good. Oh, look at that. Pick that up. You can see how everything is looking. I hope you can see it anyway. The brightness. So anyway, I just wanted to show you a little bit of what it looks like. There's no screen tearing. There's no motion blur. That's all good. You can see the nice reds. You can read the barrels there pretty clearly. Fine wine. It's in fine print. Now I'm playing at a little bit higher resolution um, than 1980p. I'm at 2715, so that's a little bit higher. 2715 by, just a second here. Let's have a look. So you can see I'm at 2715 by 1520. I'm playing borderless full screen. And if you look at the settings, I'm pretty much on ultra and high all the way across. That's more my graphics card than anything else though. But you can see the detail of the bad guy, the dog, wolfhound, whatever you want to call it, in the background there. Okay, just want to give you a quick look around because this game has a lot of grays and fog, and you can see it very clearly. You can see the lights in the distance there. Anyway, just wanted to give you a quick look to see how this monitor shows you like it's pretty incredible, I think, actually.
Hi everybody. So that monitor to me, I couldn't screen capture it well enough to show you. The game I could a bit, but it's far more impressive than I could capture in the video. You just have to take my word for that, I guess. But I mean, I watched Netflix on it. It was great. I mean, yes, there were some darks. But you can see where it wasn't quite as good as some other monitors might be. Um, but overall, it was pretty spectacular. I'm enjoying it right now. I'm using it as my main monitor. Don't forget, go in and do your driver, go into Windows, go to your display, go to advanced settings, and click a display adapter to change it to your 144 hertz. Make sure also that you're using either DisplayPort or DVI-DL cable. The DisplayPort cable comes with it, so at least you have that. If you want to do it the other way, you'll have to go and get that cable. But it will give you the 144 hertz, which is pretty cool. Other than that, so a couple more details I want to share with you is the fact that its brightness is 350 nits. Yes, I'm reading from the box. I'm not going to remember this stuff. Contrast is 1,000 to 1. The dynamic contrast is 12 million to 1. And it has gray to gray response time of 1 millisecond. Okay, already told you the inputs. The resolution is 1920 by 1080, but as you can see in the video, it will go much higher. It weighs 8.5 kilograms or 18.7 pounds. Doesn't feel that heavy actually. And that's pretty much all there is to it. So anyhow, hope you liked the video. If you like it, hit that like. If you don't, you know what to do. Hit that bell for future notifications if you want to see other videos coming up. And thanks for watching. Hope you liked it.